Singer says, good thing you kept your shirt on. La 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 la. Alright, I have never had so much trouble getting an Ethernet cable to hook up before. That should have just worked. YouTube is going to love this 15-part stream. That's one of the reasons why I stopped the stream, so when I go back later I can just upload the part that ran well. I had almost 600 views on last week's upload. I was quite surprised. Might have been fellow Midwesterners hunkering down in storm shelters with nothing else to do. Hi everybody, it's Big Ed Mustafa. Welcome to Adventures After Dark, and what an adventure it has been so far tonight. We do seem to be up and running. I think the stream looks okay, so we're going to roll with it, and hopefully we have a hiccup-free rest of the stream, which would be just peachy. And hello to Forbin Kid, welcome.
I can't seem to get the chat working here. I'm not too familiar with Twitch, but normally I have a chat area.
Testing, that seems to be working for me. Awesome. Potton says the stream is great now. Now, it's still me streaming, Potton, but the most I can hope for is mediocrity, but if I've reached at least mediocrity, I will be happy.
If you're wondering who Ripley Cam is, that's the Twitch channel for my cat.
Okay, cool. Hello, Ripley Cam.
I forgot I was logged into that account.
It's okay, I'll take the view. Refresh page if need to add is live. Thank you, Potton. Yeah, the really dumb thing is, I bought Ethernet over power line adapter kit, and it's still sitting new in the box in the shrink wrap in the closet, and I've never bothered to deploy it because I got my Wi-Fi extender working and it's been solid. I haven't had any problems with it. And then tonight, right before I went live, apparently the thing just lost connection to the router and I wasn't able to get it synced back up. I was like, what in the blazes is going on here?
So if you combine Ethernet over power with power over Ethernet, would it be like matter and antimatter that just explode?
I'd basically produce cold fusion.
Okay.
It'd be magical. Edoras, Poetry of Despair. That sounds like a cheery quest.
Sounds ultimately Rohirric.
Mm-hmm. I wish you could have seen it in better days.
That's actually gone.
I know.
They're kind of dour as well.
And actually, I had quite the adventure. This guardhouse here in Edoras, there's no reason for it to be here. There's nothing inside of it, and at the same time, it's huge. Have you ever wasted any time just bouncing around in here exploring? Cox, where I live isn't good.
It's kind of weird.
Edoras is
it's
weird.
not nearly as well supplied as Oldburg for crafting and auction houses and things like that.
Yes.
It's just strange.
Yeah, it's like a big bunch of nothing. And this guardhouse is there's stairwells up and stairwells down and tower doors and basements and extra rooms. And it's fascinating because on the one hand it's fairly large and at the same time it's also empty. I mean, there's this cool dragon's head mounted on the wall here. That's not something you see just anywhere. And, you know, there's here stairwells that go up to towers. And this just goes up and up and up and up and up. And you know what's up here? Nothing. You keep climbing and keep climbing and keep climbing. And then you get up here and there's like some chairs and some arrows. And there's a doorway, a hatch, and it goes nowhere. And there's like 5 flights of stairs. Yeah, there's a soldier up here. You can't talk to him. He doesn't even have a name. Can't even click on him. He's just window dressing. And there's like 3 or 4 of these towers in this building. And you can go back here and go back up the stairs. And then there's another stairwell that leads up here. And it leads to more stuff. And there's guards and more stairs up that lead to more towers. And I just thought this was an interesting piece. I had just never taken the time to walk through this to the extent that I did the other night. We got some guards sleeping. You can't interact with them. They're snoring away. And again, another hatch to another tower that you can't open, can't do anything with. Can't interact with the guards, but they're all in here living in the guardhouse, doing what guards do. Sleeping, eating, walking around. I just thought this was an interesting building despite being purposeless. Anyway, that's the Edoras guardhouse. Who knew?
Well, it is a government facility. What did you expect?
That's true. It's like the kind of place Bacchus works, probably. Nothing goes on. I don't know if there's anybody who's melancholic over here.
You must mean that in a relative sense.
Specifically melancholic with a gold ring above their head.
Ringy metal.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
Bake wayfarer's bread. At this oven. Apparently I can bake bread while on horseback. That's fantastic. And Rohirric. What man of Rohan wouldn't be baking from horseback?
You can bake from horseback, but a Björning can't take a stable master in bear form.
Yep.
Discrimination, I tell you.
Well, if the Bjornings weren't stealing picnic baskets all the time, they might be treated more fairly. You ever play any of the Fallout games?
Not I.
So, one of the creatures that you encounter in the wastelands after the apocalypse, there's these mutated bears that are known as Yaogoi. And they were like, yeah, it's apparently some ancient Chinese name or something. And it took me years and years of playing Fallout. I don't remember if it was 4 or 76, but I was playing, and it suddenly occurred to me that the reason the bears are called Yao Goi, it's not an Asian name, it's a corruption of Yogi Bear. And I'm just like, oh my god, that's hilarious, and I can't believe I'm so stupid it took me that long to figure it out.
I didn't get it.
Yeah, there you go. Yogi Bear, Yao Goi. Wonder if I'm supposed to hand out Wayfarer bread now. Yep, says deliver bread to the people. If I give melancholic people bread, will that make them less melancholic?
Well, when life gives you melancholy, use lemons.
Yes. Also, I have big news for...
I meant to say melons. But I ended up saying lemons.
That's okay.
I knew what you meant.
So, today marks my 21st year of a life sentence. Mrs. M and I celebrated our anniversary today.
Our success depends upon our strength.
Yeah, it was nice.
Your marriage is old enough to drink.
And boy howdy does it probably need to. Yes, I took her out for dinner and went to a nice restaurant, and she had seafood risotto, and I got some... They called it rack of lamb, and this is a little bit of a pet peeve of mine. It wasn't rack of lamb, it was lamb chops. There's nothing wrong with lamb chops. A rack of lamb to me is the whole rack. It's like the prime rib of a lamb, and it's left whole and roasted, and you should have to slice the ribs off of it yourself. It should not be pre-sliced like chops. It was delicious, don't get me wrong, but I was actually kind of looking forward to getting the whole rack instead of just 3 chops. Mrs. M had seafood risotto, and we ordered bruschetta, and it was just bread with tomatoes, fresh basil, and a little bit of Parmesan and salt on the tomatoes. And it was $12 for the bruschetta. Well, I got to thinking about it. The thing about it is, it was $12 for this, but it was delicious. The tomatoes were ripe and actually tasted like tomatoes. It was perfectly seasoned, and 4 of the pieces of bread had been toasted in a wood-fired oven, and you could smell the smoke on them as you put them up to your mouth to eat them. And it was absolutely delicious.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
And for Mrs. M's lunch, I stopped and picked her up. She didn't know what she wanted to eat, and the stuff I'd been bringing her, she said she didn't want. So I got her a McDonald's Filet-O-Fish meal with fries and a chocolate milk. And the price of that was almost exactly the same as the bruschetta. And the difference was the bruschetta was delicious, and we gobbled it all up. And Mrs. M only ate about half of the Filet-O-Fish meal, and I ended up throwing it away.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
She did finish the chocolate milk, which is the only part that McDonald's didn't make. But it occurred to me that it's like, yeah, I think the bruschetta was pretty fairly priced because it was delicious and we ate it, which was more than I could say for that McDonald's meal. So that was kind of an interesting take on things today.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Okay, everybody got their bread. Wayfarer's bread has been delivered, and I'm still looking for 2 melancholic people to recite poetry with. Where do the emo kids in Edoras hang out, I wonder? We'll find them.
Emote kids.
Yep.
I saw what you did there.
We were driving to dinner, and I said, just think, Pookie. It was just 21 years ago today you made the biggest mistake of your life. Thank heaven she can't take it back. And then one of the other funny things is she likes to claim that I was late to our wedding, which is not true. She told me to be at the church at 8 a.m. and like the wedding was at 11 or 11:30. And I'm like, I'm not hanging out at the church 3 hours before the ceremony. So there was a voice message from my best man. Hey, Ed. Yeah, we're all hanging out at the church here. We were just wondering if you were gonna come. So I rolled in about 9:15, 9:20. And I guess she wanted me there so that we could get our pictures taken before the bridal party was ready for their photos. And it was like, yeah, no. Not going to hang out for 3 hours for pictures that should take 10 minutes. So we got our pictures taken, and then the bridesmaids all got their pictures taken, and the photographer didn't miss anything, and it was so. Yeah, I wasn't late to my wedding, but she likes to argue that I was. And I think a groomsman and usher or two were surprised I didn't make a run for it, so I actually showed up. And then the other thing that happened was yesterday was Mrs. M's birthday. And she also disputes this, because all of her official documentation says her birthday is the 9th of February. But she also claims that she has a Korean birthday that was sometime in April according to the Korean calendar. And I completely ignore that, but I have to know about the February birthday, so if I'm talking to insurance people or, her doctor, and they ask her date of birth, I can give the answer that's on the paperwork. But with regard to her actual birthday, I asked her mother point blank, I'm like, when is her actual birthday? What day was she really born on? And her mother confirmed it's definitely May 23rd, and for some reason my wife denies that. No, that's not my real birthday. In fact, I've told the story about how when she was in the hospital and they finally brought her out from under sedation, she woke up and I was sitting by her bed and she looked startled that I was there. And I kind of guessed what was going on. I was like, hi, do you remember me? And she shook her head no. I'm like, I'm your husband, Ed. We've been married for 19 years. And she was like, oh, okay, that sounds plausible. But I started laughing because I was talking to the doctor at the time, and he said, well, we're not sure if there was any permanent brain damage from being, resuscitated 7 times. She was out for quite a while. But she seemed confused about some stuff. There's a little bit of amnesia, which is normal. She doesn't seem to know her birthday. And when they said she doesn't seem to know her birthday, I started laughing. And I had to explain to him, it's like, yeah, there's a reason she doesn't know her birthday. She has 3 different birthdays that she's made up, and one of her passports, she got a passport from the State Department that for some reason they screwed up her date of birth, and they'd made her 8 years younger than she actually is. That was her favorite piece of documentation ever. She'd tell people she was born in this year, that year, this is her birthday, that's her birthday. And when they were like, yeah, she doesn't seem to know what her birthday is, I just started laughing. It's like, yeah, that's actually normal. I don't think I found the last melancholic kid. I'll figure it out.
Find a kid and make them sad.
Yep, that could be it. Also, another exciting event this evening that I'm sure you're all looking forward to, even though I haven't announced it yet. I found something that could potentially be wonderful or horrific. We'll see how it turns out. But my man Marty at Smedge's Snack Shop got in the new creamy coconut Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. And I know there are some people who don't like coconut, which baffles me. I love coconut. I'm skeptical that it's going to be good when mixed into Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. And particularly not coconut, but artificial coconut flavoring without sugar. That should be a challenge. So I'm looking forward to trying that, seeing if it's any good. We will try that here shortly.
Sounds like the perfect thing to wash down a Haribo sugar-free gummy.
Oh, absolutely. I've looked for those. I can't find them. I would like to down a bag of those on my way to the Toronto airport. I think that would be a lot of fun.
I have need of your aid.
Maybe I did talk to the last melancholic Rohirrim. Nope. Poetry of Despair. I'm at 4 of 5.
I shoot all the horses, except the hobbit ones I left unshoot.
OSU Cowboys 85 checking in. Hello, Cowboys. Boy, I think we haven't talked in a while. Have you been around? Have I just been missing you? What's been going on, man? Real life interfering with your gaming fun? Fontaine says, yeah, sometimes with birth dates they make mistake. There was a fire once and they redo stuff. They put my mom at July 12th, but it's actually June 12th, and they wanted to argue, saying no July. But it got fixed and sorted out to the correct date. I am delighted to hear it. Here's a melancholic townsperson. Don't be sad, little buddy. Okay, now what do I do? Now that I've talked to the sad people.
You go and talk to the minstrel.
Okay. Well, he's up at the front of town, right?
Yep.
There we
Or
go.
the stable master.
We ride for the stable master.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Yes, real life took over. Okay, well, I'm glad you made it to the stream tonight. How's it going? I had a rough start trying to get my network sorted out. My Wi-Fi extender decided to go on the blink for no reason. Bard's in the lounge, isn't he? Or the pub, the tavern.
Yep. And I don't remember this being so cryptic, but all it says is demonstrate to Atbald how you may help in Edoras, and with no further information. I'm not remembering.
He throws out some quests as you walk around.
Well, it's one of those.
Yeah,
Kind
you
of
have
like
to.
Eyes in the forest.
Yeah, you go for a stroll and wait for the rings to pop up above his head.
Okay. It's kind of annoying.
Not kind of.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
Monster corpse usage. We did the corpse. We did the monster
You usually
corpse.
get that pop-up the first time you do one of the quests in Wildemore that requires including of corpses, but since we didn't really quest in Wildemore, we're getting it now, I guess.
Fair enough. Except you didn't get any walleye, but you did get some northern. You might just be fishing in Middle Earth.
Well, I got the old Fisher King on my first cast,
Nice.
which is kind of weird because it tells you fish up get 6 fish. And as soon as you get the old Fisher King, it just like says, never mind, you're done.
That's pretty funny.
I don't know if you've done that one quest in Gundabad that says kill 101 Angmarim. I won't spoil it, but let's just say you don't have to kill it. But a lot of people are both trying to like, oh man, I have to kill 101 of these things?
There's one around Mosport that deliver 101 pies or something like that, too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, one of the missions is deliver 60 pies. And they're like, oh my goodness, it's the Shire spoiled pies on steroids. But yeah, you don't have to deliver that many either.
Oh, I'm supposed to be looting the corpses, not just killing
I
them.
do about 3 just to get it started. I didn't need to.
Where's that first bull I killed? He doesn't drop a hide. Lag much? Yeah, Middle Earth fishing. Skilling my hobby lore master up a bit. Cool. There's that other bull. Okay, don't think I missed any yet. So, big weekend. We've had Mrs. M's birthday, our anniversary. Tomorrow, my niece's graduation party. And then Monday is Memorial Day, and the Airplane Club is having the annual egg burn, where we grill out breakfast at the field and then have open flying all day. That's always a fun event because lots of folks come out to eat breakfast with us. Collected a pelt. Speaking of fishing, can wait to fully see what next 2 hobbies are this year. Fishing won't be the only one anymore soon. I'm just wondering if I got all the plants collected that I'm supposed to collect. Probably. We will see.
I noticed the crafting panel lets you slide the heading left and right, so you can, if you have more than 3 abilities. I guess they're getting ready for it.
That'll be exciting.
So you've done Lady Eowyn's charge?
I don't know what's her charge.
Probably fraudulent.
Or it's a stalking charge against Grima Wormtongue. I like that they added that creepy detail to the game. Was that in the books? I don't remember it from the movies.
What? Grima being
Creeping on Eowyn?
Eowyn?
Yep.
I don't remember, actually. It's been a while since I've read the books. I know that's anathema.
No, I'm in the same boat. I haven't read them for a while.
It certainly seems in character.
Grima was always creepy. We know one will be about birds, as Orion made bird sounds when he hinted at new hobbies. Bird watching?
Yeah, he kind of strongly implied that it was bird watching, I think. He's pretty damn good at making bird sounds, too. I was impressed.
What brings you to these lands?
Yeah, someone cleared out all the animals in this area.
Greetings, friend of the
Wonder
Rohirrim.
who that was.
I wonder how that happened. The last cast. Search rocky outcroppings for the child. Okay, I can do both of those things. We ride for rocky outcroppings and for glory. Well, I'm glad people are finding their way in. I was worried when I had such a rough start to the stream. I'm like, I'm going to be by myself tonight. Thank Kevin for 50-foot Ethernet cables.
You were like wireless, schmireless. I'm just going to run a big long cable.
Yeah, as long as I pick it up off the floor before I have to get Mrs. M up in the morning, I'm good to go. Gee, if only I had a fishing pole. Oh, look, there's one now.
I haven't been collecting pelts.
And I caught the old River King. First cast, just like you did.
Oh. What if they changed it to make it more
Palatable.
user-friendly? Yeah. It's not like I have high fishing skill or anything.
Well, we'll have to change that.
Well, my hunter has max fishing and lake master. This one I haven't spent much time on.
I'm just doing the melancholy folks now. I have to do the EO1 quest first.
Okay. Films do it differently. In the book, Grima basically betrays his people because Saruman has Eowyn as a reward for him. Okay. Thank you for checking that out, Ponton. Appreciate you filling in the blanks. I think Grima missed a real opportunity. If he'd have just become Aragorn's wingman, he could have picked up all of Aragorn's cast-offs. He could have done pretty well for himself. Okay, so what the hell do I do with the River King?
You just click on it, right?
Oh, there you go. Give your catch to him. Okay. Done. Red sword, offhand, sort bags, close bags. We are rocking. Now I am outside of Edoras exploring rocky outcroppings. Head east. The fox now wants to turn north. Bacchus says, "Evening, Ed. How are you doing?" I'm good, Bacchus.
Hello, Bacchus.
Except for a network glitch or two, I'm doing just fine. You hear rustling just ahead. Bacchus, you'll be happy to know that Mrs. M and I celebrated our 21st wedding anniversary today, and I took her out for a nice dinner, and I had rack of lamb. Except it wasn't really a rack, it was lamb chops. But they were delicious. Mazel tov, thank you.
business have you with the Rohirrim? What business have you with the Rohirrim? The Rohirrim have need of your services.
Well, I love the Two Brothers quest.
We must stand
This is
by
good fun.
when minions of Orthanc spread their influence. I do not believe you will find welcome here.
I'm doing it too. Third color is purple, but I don't know what the first two are.
Color purple.
Yeah.
You hear that's pretty popular.
In the royalty circle.
And in Minnesota. I headed straight for the house. Maybe we can't all do it at the same time? Or no, I'm supposed to come back and talk to Bertrand
What
first.
business have you with the Rohirrim? What brings you to these lands?
I think she's over by Aomer's house. There she is. I'll get the girl dropped off to her mother and then I can move on. Go back and deal with the Two Brothers. Congrats to you both. Hope you had a wonderful day. We did have a wonderful day, and yesterday we celebrated her birthday. And my niece's graduation party is tomorrow. And then Monday I'm going to make all of the club officers in our RC Flying Club make me breakfast. I always try to warn them that if I bring my wife, they need to start cooking bacon like 2 weeks ahead of time to have it ready. Otherwise, she just sits there all morning going, "Why isn't there any bacon ready? I want bacon." It's like, I know, dear. I'll get you some bacon as soon as there's some ready. And last night for her birthday, she was like, "Would you get me a Happy Meal? I just want a hamburger Happy Meal." I'm like, "If we're celebrating your birthday, honey, I think I can do better than that." So I took her to this sports bar in West Omaha called The Union. And on Thursdays, they have a $20 prime rib dinner with a baked potato and salad. We got her a nice piece of cheesecake for dessert. But cardboard would be better than a Happy Meal.
I do not believe you will find welcome here. I do not understand why we delay here.
Enter the house. Okay, now I can work on it.
Oh, I just finished it. Is that blocking?
No. I just hadn't gotten all the prerequisites done yet. I had to
Well,
go...
there's nothing in the chest because I took everything.
Okay. Awesome. Search the desk. I have found a letter.
Yeah, I see that the letters all have the color, so if you keep all your letters, you'll have them after the 4.
Examine the tapestry. You found another letter. Another letter. Search the lockbox. All right. Let's see what we got here. The first color is red. The second color is green. The third color is purple. And the fourth is the color you haven't chosen yet.
And if you're colorblind, I guess that'd be gray, 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 and gray.
There you go.
Or some shade of it.
Alrighty.
They had a lot of YouTube videos for those color blind glasses, and they look pretty good, but I hear it was more hype than actual fact. I don't know whether they worked or not, but
Will you aid the horse lords?
You mean glasses that
do not
correct
believe
Yeah,
colorblind?
well-
color
Reach
correction, so they
lads.
see the greens and that, and they all put the glasses on and were blown over by the vivid colors they had. And there were like 100 of these videos on YouTube, and and then just recently I've been reading that, some of them were kind of a little bit overblown. And they were expensive, like, $800 or something.
Will you aid the horse lords? Will you aid the horse lords? The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Hey, buddy, you having wagon trouble?
Our mission is dire.
Apparently every wagon in town is busted. So I'm happy to report Mrs. M has been eating very well so far. She polished off all of her prime rib, got some cheesecake for dessert last night, and then ate all of her seafood risotto, which looked really good. Big scallops and mussels and shrimp. And she ate half the bruschetta. And then they brought her a nice piece of lemon cake for dessert. Tried to light a birthday candle, but we were sitting outdoors on the patio and it was kind of breezy. The poor waiter couldn't get the candle lighted. I told him not to worry about it. She would just have to blow it out anyway. So he laughed and we rolled on without getting the candle lit. Looks like I got all the wagons fixed.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
It's their wagons.
They're little red wagons. And I have a better ring than one of the two that I'm wearing. That should be a nice little upgrade, hopefully. Alright, I can go talk to Heowin. I got all that stuff done. Found the girl, fixed the wagons, cheered up everybody who was melancholy. Corrected the bard's attitude adjustment, got the two brothers working together against me.
bring people together.
Exactly.
There was the wagon fixing quest. I forget.
The NPC that sends you to do something else, you go back to talk to him, and then he sends you to go help wagons. The wagon dude.
Oh, I missed that.
I guess rabbits don't count for pelts.
Nope. Which is a shame. Rabbit pelts are valuable, and rabbits are delicious.
Yeah, just don't tell Radagast.
Man, I'd love to get my hands on those giant rabbits he had pulling his sleigh.
I need your help, my friend.
Oh, one of these quests where I have to loot the body after I kill it.
Yep. Did you forget to do that too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed 2 or
Looks
3
like
of them before I started kitchen on.
Looks like it only keeps one active.
What brings you to these
Oh, no,
lands?
there's
Everybody
the
does
corpse.
that.
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
I'm sure there are some people for whom Coop's looting comes naturally, but I don't know if I want to be around those people.
They're super fun at parties.
I guess it would also depend on what other MMOs you were used to playing.
Mm-hmm.
Our mission is dire. The Rohirrim have need of your services.
And here's the quest I mentioned before, where I get to go look at all the tapestries, and it tells me about them. Here's Romulus and Remus forming the Roman Empire.
Romulus being a town in Michigan, and Remus being the famous Uncle Remus.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I better not come back with a horse pelt.
Bring the letter to Eowyn. Good news, everybody. It looks like it's time to try the Dr. Pepper Creamy coconut, zero sugar. New soda. Just found this today at my favorite snack store. We're going to try it live here on stream and decide if it's delicious or gross, or most likely somewhere in between. Most of the new sodas I've tried have been pretty meh.
I need your help, my friend.
Eowyn needs my help. Singer said one of the tapestries shows Hellhammer Hand forming the WWE, and he's asking everyone if they can smell what he's cooking. Ironically, I went right past Middlemead and never touched the stable master there. That was quite the thud.
Okay, I'm gonna cheer up Eowyn, which I can't do in a group.
Okay.
Leave to her. And this is a somewhat of a skill check on how well you're doing with your mounted.
First sip, creamy coconut, Dr. Pepper, zero sugar.
Cheers. It'll grow on you.
It's pretty good. It tastes like toasted coconut. It's not unpleasant. I don't know that it really adds anything on top of the regular Dr. Pepper zero sugar flavor, though. I would drink it if it was available. I think the real question is if I had a cooler and there was a regular Dr. Pepper zero sugar and a creamy coconut Dr. Pepper zero sugar side by side, I'd probably just go ahead and drink the regular Dr. Pepper zero sugar. I don't know that the toasted coconut adds anything. It's different. It's not unpleasant. It's just... And I'm speaking as somebody who really enjoys coconut. So, just for fun, everybody in chat, I would like you to answer the following question in one of two ways. Coconut, love it or hate it? Just type love it or hate it in chat. How do you feel about coconut? If you're ambivalent to coconut, you can just type meh, M-E-H. Love it, hate it, or meh? Ripley Cam is meh. Bacchus says neither. You type meh. You don't type neither. Forbin Kid loves it. There you go. Bacchus figured it out. Rune Dwarf Craft says meh. Tower says I don't like the texture. I do get that from some people.
What business have you with the Rohirrim? Will you aid the Rohirrim?
Well, you didn't specify eating or making horsey noises with coconuts.
Well, I mean, if that's how you love your coconuts, that's okay.
Rock coconut or brown?
Either or both.
Our mission is dire.
The Dunlendings rally to the banner of the
Wonder how
White
Tom
Hand.
Hanks feels about
I think he got tired of eating it.
The Dunlendings rally to the banner of the White Hand.
kept them regular.
Yep. Hilduff seems like a straight shooter. I like the cut of his jib.
Friend of the Rohirrim.
He seems like the kind of guy we can depend on. So, Forbin Kid, if you like coconut, what's your favorite way to enjoy coconut?
Well, I enjoy it when I get it, but I don't go out of my way for it.
All right. I'm usually as happy
I
as
like
a
it more than I hate it.
pig in slop if I can get my hands on a nice slice of coconut cream pie. That is good stuff.
Rohirrim have
Well,
me
almost
for
any
your
pie is
services.
good. I do like coconut cream pie.
Yeah. I would agree. If there's a type of pie that's bad, I'm not sure what it is.
Cow pie?
Cow pies would not be considered delicious. I'm talking about pies specifically designed for human consumption. And even though I am American, I would probably be quite happy with eel pie from Great Britain. Even cottage pie, chicken pot pie, shepherd's pie, all sound delicious. Yep.
Long time since I've had big kidney pie.
Bacchus says it can be very nice in a Thai curry, but not something I bother with otherwise. Well, I'd been talking to Doranel and mentioned that I added coconut milk to my chicken adobo, and that turned out to be quite nice. Normally the adobo has a really strong punch of soy sauce, and the coconut milk just kind of smoothed it out. It didn't really change the flavor significantly other than just kind of rounding it out so it wasn't quite such a shock to the mouth.
Welcome and well met, my friend.
Back to the Thane. Almond Joy and Mounds candy bars are a couple of favorites of mine. I enjoy both of those quite a bit. And when I was at the snack store, I almost bought some coconut flavored Lindt truffles. Coconut and chocolate is usually a pretty happy combination.
The Rotary. Will you aid the Rotary?
Travel to Bose's farm. I like a green Thai curry where you've got the sweetness of the coconut milk combined with a little bit of heat from some chilies. I think that's a terrific combination. Usually get it with chicken, but it would be very good with shrimp also. And then there's a dish, I'm not sure if it's Thai or Indonesian, called beef rendang, where it's a beef curry with coconut milk. It's also that sweet and hot combination. Do not interrupt me mining Skarn. I will kill you multiple times. There we go. Winterzer says, I hate coconut so much that my mom used to make German chocolate cake with coconut frosting, and I would eat the frosting out and spit out the coconut. That's harsh, yeah. I loved German chocolate cake as a kid. With that coconut and pecan frosting. Oh man, that's the best. Power says, I'm less than 4K away from a Submarino. Nice. I almost have my tier 8 carrier. I cashed in the XP for the Pobeda, but I have not. I'm about a 800,000 or 900,000 credits short. And it looks like we took the week off from naval battles, so which is okay. I don't think we need to grind every week. That was getting a little tiresome. Take a week off, and then maybe go hit it again next week. Okay. You're only weekend free for about a month, so expect radio silence due to minimal internet. Okay. You're going to come out to the field for breakfast on Monday? Well, asymmetric battles are fun. And the problem is we're eventually going to run out of tier 8 ships to collect. At that point, we need to start branching into random battles, and that's a whole different game. I have 2 trips back to back I need to pack for. Have to see about Monday. Well, hopefully we'll see out at the field. I've got a pound of bacon and a dozen eggs in the fridge waiting to take with me on Monday. One is gear heavy, the other is time heavy. Well, we haven't done anything with ranked battles, we haven't done clan battles. There's a lot to shooty boats that we haven't indulged in yet. To be honest, I don't find it that fascinating of a game. It's fun because we all play it together. If I wasn't playing with all of you guys, I don't know I'd play it at all. Same ops with everyone is fun. I'd not bother otherwise. Yeah, exactly. Actually, I think most of us feel that way. Spot a Rohirrim warrior. And now I have to go do a major reforge and start swapping out traceries.
Well, you're not forced to swap them yet. Not until... They won't turn off until 96.
Okay.
But it's a good idea to get started on that.
Lure and defeat Kerr. Kerr has been defeated. That must have auto-completed. Okay. Talk to the Thane. Oh no, I need to defeat Uruk Raiders. Die, villainous scum. Where do I have to get off my horse to loot that? we got 6 of 6 on Raiders. Alright, well I guess if I have to give a final opinion, Dr. Pepper Creamy Coconut Zero Sugar, not a total disaster. It is drinkable. It's pretty good. There's other stuff I'd rather drink, but this would do in a pinch. Margon asks, how do you feel about straight up Dr. Pepper Zero? I think it's terrific. It's really good. In fact, I've been buying it when it's been on sale. And Coke Zero is my favorite. I would say Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar probably ties with Diet Dew for my second favorite diet soda. I do like Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar even more than I like Diet Dr. Pepper. And I like Diet Dr. Pepper. I had it with lunch today. So yeah, very solid. I can't get Diet Dew here anymore. Yeah, I heard that Diet Dew's an American food product that's been banned in a lot of other countries. It contains a flavor enhancer that's a suspected carcinogen. There are a couple of popular breakfast cereals that are like that, and what else? It's just one of those YouTube shorts that mentioned it.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Foods we eat here in America that have been banned in other countries. Stovetop stuffing is another one. Anyone who thinks Mountain Dew won't give you cancer. Amargon says only Dew Zero. Okay. What's interesting, I wonder if that was the change between the products. Because from a taste standpoint, I think they're identical. I have literally bought a 6-pack of Diet Dew and a 6-pack of Mountain Dew Zero Sugar and drank bottles of them one right after the other. There's no flavor difference that I can taste. But if they made a new version that doesn't have the suspected carcinogen flavor enhancer, that's probably...
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
I'm collecting some keepsakes. Yeah, Mountain Dew is not good for you. I do like it with certain foods. And if I'm particularly looking for a caffeine pickup, I will go with Diet Dew.
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim. Greetings. You you have a moment, I have need of your assistance.
Yeah.
Is the caffeine amount different in different countries for Mountain Dew?
I don't know.
I'd heard that years ago.
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
Well, I'd actually looked up the caffeine content in a lot of the sodas that I drink, thinking that Diet Dew was supposed to have more caffeine, and it doesn't. And in fact, one of the things that surprised me was that the caffeine content was reportedly so high in Diet Dr. Pepper, because I don't ever get a pick-me-up from drinking it. If I drink Diet Dr. Pepper or Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar, there is no...
Rohirrim have need of your services. The Rohirrim will need your aid.
no pick-me-up associated with that.
Stay a moment and speak with me.
Coke Zero is good. Like if I'm starting to yawn like I am now, I can grab a Coke Zero, pop it, and that'll keep me going for a little while longer. Diet Dew, I'm a little cautious with it. I don't feel like it gets me super jacked with caffeine. But like if it's 12:30 and I'm, getting ready to go to bed, I can probably chug one Diet Dew and I'll be okay. But if I drink a couple of them late, I'll be like, yeah, I'm not really jacked. I need to lay down and go to sleep. And I'll lay there, and I'll lay there, and I'll lay there. And I feel like it's got just enough caffeine in it that will actually keep me awake if I double down on those. But overall, even Diet Dew doesn't have a strong caffeine pick-me-up.
Brominated vegetable oil, I believe, is the ingredient.
Okay. Well, that's pretty funny because I think for that to be cancerous, it has to be heated at really high temperatures. Baka says, I don't think ours have caffeine, for example. Yeah, that is quite different. Excuse me. And I don't know why caffeine makes such a big difference in the flavor of certain sodas. Like they make... There's actually a Coke Zero Sugar caffeine free. It's god awful. For some reason, I don't know if it's the process of decaffeinating the pop changes the flavor profile, or if it's the caffeine itself is that important. Die, villainous scum. Now, there's plenty of diet sodas that don't have caffeine that taste good. Diet root beer, diet cream soda, diet lemon lime. All perfectly tasty. Diet ginger ale, no caffeine. Not a problem. But for some reason, cola needs it. For those of you in the States who are wondering what the difference is between Diet Right and Diet RC, the Diet RC contains caffeine and Diet Right does not. Margon says, I don't do alcohol, tobacco, or other drugs, but give me caffeine or give me death, yes. Singer says you don't like boiling dew? I prefer mine chilled. That was weird. What? The quest tracker's pointing you the wrong way. Say it isn't so. This is my surprised look. And I am still intrigued. I would love to try Coke Zero with fiber. If I could buy that regularly here in the US, I would weigh 120 pounds. Did you guys hear what happened to Big Ed? He pooped himself to death. Well, it'll almost be like I finally found Haribo sugar-free gummy bears. Bacchus will be right back in a few. Sorry, horse, you're going to have to wait. I need to check under the scarn for something.
I just got back. All this talk about Coke Zero made me thirsty.
Nice. Well, we know Coke Zero is completely safe because if it were bad for you, I would already be dead. Our mission is dire. It might be statements like that that explain my lack of a sponsorship, actually. So there's a Slayer deed for birds out here, and it's hard to find them in concentrated numbers. So my advice is if you get to Western Rohan, don't ride past any crows. Kill everyone you see. You'll eventually be glad you did.
So you're advocating a murder of crows?
I am. Alright, dead apprentice. Burglar's antidote. Let's stop that bleed. And let's go to the homestead. Hopefully I'm closer to that. Nope, it's pointing me in the opposite direction.
What brings you to these lands?
Scout the windmill. Interesting. He did not make it. Okay. Oh, I'm supposed to scout the windmill.
I kept them warm for you.
Don't be afraid, little crofter. I'm here to save you. Haka says, I smoked 30 or 40 a day for 20 plus years. I'm not sure that not being dead after doing an unhealthy thing for a long time is a good metric to use. Yes, it is. Clearly, delicious, crisp, and refreshing Croak Zero is good for you. So I am the picture of health.
Will you aid the
Is it
horse
the
lords?
before or the after picture?
Yes.
Our mission is dire.
Croak Zero, definitely don't put that on the can.
What brings you to these lands?
A broken fence and sign of a cart going off the road. Oof. Do I have enough room to pickpocket? I do not. That's unfortunate.
You need more pockets.
I do need more pockets. Heard the wind rushing and I couldn't tell if that was outside my window or just in game. He did not make it. Did I run out of Dunlendings to kill? I'm one short. Hercumad checking in. Hello, Hercumad. What's the humor channel on the Discord called now, Bacchus? Hercumad's Dodgy Jokes? That's the one. There's a Dunlendinger. And my 8th sword recovered. Okay. We ride for Middlemead. And for glory.
Welcome and well met, my friend. Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
Where is this phone screen too small? Middlemead is in the middle of Western Gondor and Kingstead? Or I'm wrong. I usually am.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Hildulf is nowhere to be found. Go talk to the Thane. Well, let's sell some stuff while I'm
Travel
here.
swiftly. We will aid you as best we may.
Time to vendor some junk.
talking to the Thane now. Do you want me to tell him anything while I'm here?
Yep.
Tell him to man up.
Yeah, tell them to man up like Aurora Ember and hit ready. Why the heck am I not wearing that? Why is it I do a search for orc and that orc slave's bracelet doesn't show up? That's really weird. Oh, because that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the bronze bracelet of Edoras. There we go. It's because you're an idiot, Ed. Pay attention. Estimate dagger recipe can go. Alright, so I've got 4 pack slots open, which is amazing for me. Alright, back to the thing.
Our mission is dire. Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
Welcome and well met, my friend.
What brings you to these lands?
Ready the wagons. And back to the Thane again. Definitely getting my steps in during this quest run. Oof.
Aid the horse lords. The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Alright, I'm going to stop right here, guys. This next battle that happens is fairly lengthy. I'm turning into a pumpkin. I apologize for getting a little bit of a late start, but I think we had a good stream. Hey, Garther, Forbin Kid, you guys get some work done?
Yep.
Well, there you go. That's all that matters.
My work is done.
Good. And, yeah, so it's been a pretty good stream. Glad I got the network stuff at least cobbled together long enough to get some streaming done tonight. Appreciate your guys' patience with that. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. I will be on my channel tomorrow and Sunday. Come by and say hi. We'll be doing shooty boats on Sunday night. I'll probably be playing Apex tomorrow night, so on second thought, don't come by. Nobody should watch me play Apex. It's a horrible, soul-crushing game, and I behave badly when I play it. But we usually have fun anyway. So enjoy the weekend, and if you celebrate Memorial Day on Monday, enjoy the holiday. We'll talk to y'all later. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Let's see who we're going to raid. Poteen is up and running. French Girl Gaming is up and running. We always give deference to our fellow Lotro Stream team members. So we will raid French Girl Gaming. Go over and say hello. She will appreciate your support. And I type French Girl Gamer instead of French Girl Gaming. That's my bad. We'll try that again. It's one of the reasons why I'm logging off. I'm getting a little punchy.
Good night.
You, Garther, have a good one. Forbin Kid, take care, guys. And what did I do? I typed exclamation point raid because, again, I'm an idiot. Okay, third time's the charm here. French Girl Gaming. And I created a raid. Fantastic. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you next time. I'll be back next week, the good Lord willing. If Mrs. M doesn't kill me in my sleep, we'll see you then.
Is this working as intended or not?